An atheist was cleaning the church and found that God was giving blessing to those who come in prayer. At the end of the day, he told God, God, you are so busy that you have no time even to take a rest. Therefore, why don't you think of a day off? God smiled at him and said, of course, I will, but you should do me a favor. If I am going to take a day off, then on that day you should act as if you are God. But be careful that you should smile on people and you should not speak to them. The atheist was happy, and the following day he woke up and stood in the place of God. A wealthy person came and dropped a few currency notes into the till box. But unluckily, he dropped his wallet in the church. He prayed and he left the church. Followed by him, there came a beggar. He prayed to God, God, I'm a poor beggar. Please do bless me. I need to have something because there are so many children at home. They are there without any food. Luckily, he saw the wallet there. So he took it as a blessing and went away. The third came a man who was very thrilled about his first voyage. He was to go on a voyage that day. He prayed and received the blessing. And as he left the church, he was arrested by the police because the wealthy man pointed out the man who came to get the blessing from God in order to go on a voyage, that he is the stealer of his wallet. On looking at this, the atheist, who now in the presence of God, said to himself, this is injustice. Therefore, I have to put a stop to this. Started speaking to the policeman, saying he is not the culprit. The real culprit is the beggar over there. The beggar was arrested. The atheist was very happy that he did justice. At the end of the day, God paid a visit and inquired about the things that happened. He was very happily elaborated all that happened. Listening to this, God was very much angry on the atheist, and he said, I had a very good plan and you messed them up all. You know why? The man who came first was a wealthy man, but he is not a good man. He is a drug dealer. He earned money because of his dealing with drugs. And all that he could do, he came to the church and dropped few money into the till box and prayed for his sins. Therefore, I forgave his sins. The wallet he dropped, I had a plan for the beggar. If the wallet is being taken by the beggar, and he could feed his children at home, now he could not even feed his children because he is being arrested and put behind the bars. The person who was to go on a voyage is to die tonight because of the storm in the sea. I wanted to save his life because he came to me in prayer, but you released him and he is going to die tonight. Dear brethren in Jesus Christ, the moral of the story is this: whatever happens in life, we have no say in it. Sometimes we think this must be the just way it should be. But God's ways are not our ways. God has a very good plan for our life. Sometimes He may allow us to go through very difficult path. We may think we are being treated like tails, whereas we should be the heads. No, no, no. You have to listen. God is leading you into this way. That means He is trying to teach you some lesson. He is taking you for a better blessing. If the roads are muddy, don't worry. If the roads are crooked, don't worry. If the roads are dark, don't worry. Sometimes you may find greenery paths, but those are also the plan of God. Therefore, what you should do, just walk in your life. Step by step, God will raise you and He will take you the higher places which you don't even think of. And that's what it is said in the first reading. The first letter to John, chapter 2, 17 says, if you obey and do the will of God, you will never ever be perished. I wish you to have a better life and a prosperous life. Amen.